Hi, welcome to Mamas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and share this with another mama that is looking for 100 days of fun summer self-care. As always, we're going to start the episode off with a motivational quote, mantra, however you want to consider it. This week's quote is, I contribute wonderful things to this world, even if they are small. Again, the quote says, I contribute wonderful things to this world, even if they are small. That is a great quote to put you in the right headspace to start the week off and to continue throughout the whole week. But guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week, we are going through days 37 to 39. I hope you are having a great time. I've been having a great time with my family. Yesterday, the girls, one of my daughters knows how to ride a bike, no problem. My other daughter, she's learning still how to get comfortable on a bike. We found a place where they can ride, enjoy themselves. So we have had a great time. We are doing a lot of the activities from the 100 days of summer fun, self-care. Even if I'm not posting them, we're still doing a lot of the days. Let's go ahead and get into day 37, which is for today. Day 37 is make a bird feeder. You can actually get items for a bird feeder even from the Dollar Tree. They have simple ones. Of course, they have the wooden ones. If you have a lot of trees, you may want to watch out for squirrels, just depending if you have squirrels in your area. If you don't have any trees, you're probably fine. And you want to make sure you keep it clean and keep it full. Right now, we have a bird feeder that we actually got from Lowe's. It's a cylinder bird feeder where you fill it from the top and then the bird seed comes out of the bottom. For a long time, squirrels didn't get to it. Now our favorite squirrel has found a way to get to it. I don't know how. What he has been doing, he has been jumping. I don't know if he's like jumping from the ground straight up to the bird feeder or trying to balance himself on the house. I'm not sure, on the steps. Somehow he ended up getting to the bird feed. When that happens, they take most of the bird feed. They don't know how to take a little bit and keep moving like the birds do. They want to take all the bird feed. So we had to stop filling it up for a little bit. The other thing we like is woodpecker cakes. They actually attract woodpeckers. We have the type of trees woodpeckers likes. And we also have, we get the cakes, the Sue cakes that woodpeckers like too. So that's also a great idea. It's really easy to do. You can make those with peanut butter and bird seed, like sunflower seeds and other bird seeds. That's something really fun. So that's one type of bird feeder. You can do the wooden ones that you can paint. That's great for your kids. You can grab them from Walmart. Depending on the type of dollar store you have, or like Dollar Tree, discounted store, I'm for sure Michael's will have them as well. So there are a lot of different options to make bird feeders. The ones you make with the peanut butter yourself. You can do like the Sue cake cages. Those are really easy, especially if you're not really handy. You just get like a nail it into the tree, hang the Sue cake. They have like double Sue cakes. They even have Sue cake houses, just a lot. Now, I have noticed that squirrels don't like the Sue cakes. I think they can't get inside of the cage. So that is something to think about. So that's day 37. And to leave pictures of your Sue cakes. We would love to see them so other moms can see them, see which one you actually did. That's day 37. Day 38 is play in the sprinklers. And it says run through the sprinkler to cool off on a hot day. It has been hot the last few days. It did cool off a little bit. If the weather permits, even if you can't do it tomorrow, think about, later in the week or maybe even next week. If you don't have a sprinkler, of course, you can always do like a splash pad nearby. Or I know sometimes in neighborhoods like big HOA type neighborhoods, they may have splash pads, things like that. So take advantage of that. But just a good old fashioned sprinkler or like a water slide or something like that, if you can get that from a big box store, that's great too. It's fun. You're at home. That way, if your kids get hungry, you can just run inside the house really quickly, grab a snack, bring it back out to them. If they get, if they have to use the bathroom, it's a lot easier when you're at home. Of course, it's still easy when you're in your neighborhood, splash pad, a pool, whatever. You may have to go a little bit far to get your snacks and your drinks and things like that. So day 38, which is tomorrow, play in the sprinkler. Or, like I said, as an alternative, find a splash pad that's nearby. Day 39, which is going to be on Wednesday, go to a library reading event. Participate in story time or a summer reading program. Now, if you have older kids, I think most story times are like up until pre-K and under, really just something for kids before they actually go to school for them to do. So if you have older kids that are actually in elementary school and beyond, get your kids in a summer reading event. All libraries, I'm pretty sure, have some type of summer reading program that you can take advantage of. Just go to your library, ask the librarian, hey, do you guys have a summer reading program? They can tell you how to get to it. I know for Fulton County, they recommend going on to the website, logging your books. Some other great places that have summer reading programs, Barnes & Noble. With the Barnes & Noble, I think maybe it's 8 to 10 books. Once your kid reads 8 to 10 books, they have a sheet that you fill out. It started July 1st, and I think it goes through the middle to the end of August. But you fill that sheet out, and they will allow your child to pick books. And I think it's for kids like in kindergarten or maybe first grade all the way up to high school. And on their website, they recommend books to read. What we did last year with my oldest daughter, we actually made kind of like an event out of it. We went to the Barnes & Noble because we don't really have one close by. We have one, but it's about 20 minutes away. So we went to the Barnes & Noble as a family, picked out some books. She picked out all of the Moose and Pig books. I said Moose, Elephant and Pig books. And she read like 8 to 10 of those while we were there. So she read to us, she read to her sister, and then what you do is you put the title and the author, give your child the opportunity to come up with a one-word sentence about the book, and then they fill that out. So that way, if you have your kids and they're doing it that same day, or even if they're doing it over the time span, they have the opportunity to read a book. They have the opportunity to practice on their writing, especially younger kids, and get that information about the book. They can look up, get the parts of the book, where can you find the author? And then also making sure they keep up on their comprehension. So asking them, I think the question is, what's your favorite part of the book? But still, you can go with what's your favorite part of the book, or you can also change that question a little bit and ask what actually happened during the story. So that's something good. I know the Barnes & Noble in the Cumberland area, and I think a few more. I know we've been to the one in Buckhead. They have like a children's area that your kids can go to, just for kids. They can pick out a whole bunch of books if you want to make it an event. If not, you can get the sheet, get books from the library if you don't want to spend a few hours in Barnes & Noble, and then write those down. So you kind of knock out the books for the library reading program as well as Barnes & Noble. And then also another place I know that does a reading program is Books A Million, if you have a Books A Million in your area. Same type thing. We did the same thing. We went to Books A Million. I can't remember how many books you needed for that particular program, but we did the same thing, went to the store, picked out books that same day, read them. I think it's the same type of concept. Name your favorite part of the story. And then they actually get a hat. So the girls ended up with a hat, but they don't do a book at Books A Million. They do something else that kids are still going to like, to give your child that incentive of going ahead and reading. So those are 3 places: Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, your local library. I don't know if Pizza Hut is still doing the reading program. I'm actually going to look that one up because I think that's always a good one for kids. Let me see. Pizza. Okay, it came right up because I think I looked for it. So the Book It program, I remember last year what happened with the Book It program. I think they only accepted a certain number of students, but it says the Book It program is 40 years old. That's amazing. Let's see. The app, so you have to download an app. I think it's the same thing. Let's see. Okay, so you download the app. Oh, the program started June 1st. It says the initiative encourages parents to stay engaged with their kids' reading journey and sharpen their literacy skills throughout the summer months. This is the Pizza Hut Book It program. Parents can set monthly reading goals specifically designed to support kids from pre-K all the way up to 6th grade. Pizza Hut believes every story deserves a great reward. Let's see. So young readers, they still allow you to earn one free personal pan pizza. Wow, each month in June, July, and August by reaching the reading goals. So that actually isn't bad. So what you'll do, they have okay. I was trying to see if they had the app, but you can Google Pizza Hut Book It program. It gives you all the information that you need to start it. That's pretty neat that they are giving one personal pan pizza for June, July, and August. So you still have time to get a personal pan pizza for July if you're able to get into the program, as well as go ahead and get it for your kid for August. I think that's really great. So that was Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, local library, and Pizza Hut Book It. If you know some other summer reading programs that everyone can take advantage of, like something nationally or something in your area, please share it so other mamas can see that. And next we have day 30. Oh, that was day 39. So that's all we have. We have day 37, which is for Monday, today. Make a bird feeder. Day 38, which is Tuesday, tomorrow, play in the sprinklers. I'll find you a splash pad to go to. Day 39, which is Wednesday, go to a library reading event. And I named, if you missed the reading programs I talked about, go ahead and rewind about 2 minutes. You can hear all the reading programs that your kids can take advantage of. And if for some reason, you just missed all the reading programs for whatever reason, create a reading program, at home. Just give your kids the goal of maybe reading every night for 30 minutes, depending on their age. If they're a little bit younger, maybe 20 minutes. And you can do the reading if they don't know how to read. When your kid gets a little bit older, make sure their focus is on reading out loud to you. And then if they are a really avid reader, they can go ahead and read to themselves. But you want to keep the reading up throughout the summer so your child doesn't get back to school and slide. Those are days 37 to 39. I can't wait to hear the feedback on what you're doing. Do you like that I give examples of things for you so you'll have an idea of what to do? As always, remember that you don't have to do all three. You don't have to do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you want to just do Wednesday, because that's something, the reading program you can do throughout the summer. Even for you, like I've mentioned, everything for your kids. These, of course, the 100 Summer Fun Self-Care is for you also. You can do a reading program yourself. Even if you're not going to get a prize because you're not in school. Still, keep up with 8 short books that you're reading. Or if it's one book a month over the summer for yourself. If you want, same thing with the sprinklers. Now, if you do the sprinklers in your backyard, that's good because you can actually participate. Splash pad, depending on where you're at, it may not be appropriate for you to just be out there in a bathing suit. And of course, making a bird feeder, anybody of any age can do that. I think that's great. It's relaxing. Take advantage of it. So, as always, remember to share with another mama, hit the bell for notifications so you'll know when we come out with new episodes, new reels. You can keep track of what we're doing. And remember to follow us on all social media platforms at Mamas and Mannies. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. And remember that me time is essential and it's never selfish. Have a great fun summer.